Wednesday morning, let's rise and shine. Separate your bed from your behind. Tell the stranger sleeping next to you to get the hell out, you've got things to do. Wednesday morning, the week's half done. Try to sober up, it's time to run. There's only 3 days left working from 9 to 5. Then it's party time. Party time. Just a little more work to do. Let's get on up and get the damn thing through. Then we'll get back to numbing our minds.
Hump Day is here, and all of the Halloween decorations have now been removed from the front yard and the house, and it's time to mow.
Yeah, that was on the agenda too.
Today is going to be the leaf blowing and the lawn mowing and getting everything kind of finalized for the stretch run here as we get ready for winter. Looks like this weekend we're going to get temps down into the 30s on both Saturday and Sunday. Might even see some flurries.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Talking about some snow.
Just so
Not like any kind of accumulation or
just
storm. Or
yeah.
Might actually see a
Lows
flurry.
in the 20s, though. I mean, I think we're going to get some solid freezing at
I'm
night.
have to finally turn my stupid heat on. Damn it.
So allergies might improve for that with some solid freezing, repetitive nights in a row we're looking at coming up next week. And it lasts all the way into next week, too. So enjoy today. Enjoy tomorrow.
Yeah, Friday doesn't look too bad either, mid-50s. But then maybe some precipitation on Saturday, temps in the low 40s, and then into the mid-30s on Sunday. I think it is going to rebound next week, though. Looks like back into the 50s.
It should.
So.
It's not, it should.
Even with a window open and the temps only getting into the low 60s, our house has been manageable. It's been about 61, 62 degrees, so it's been nice. We got a lot to get to today. We got to make 3 weeks of Pigskin Picks because Gene's going to Europe. Leaving on Friday, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's with the nails? What's going on?
I painted them.
What's up?
I'm going on a trip.
Trying to be a girl?
Yeah. Do you think it worked?
Well, it's just odd. I didn't
ever see it?
No.
I know.
So you got a LinkedIn meeting or something? You got a Zoom?
I do have a BOD today.
Oof.
So, but that wasn't why.
Well, 3 weeks of Pigskin Picks. We'll make those a bit later on. Gonna play Did You Know? Did You Know? A bit later on.
Probably not.
Also, a Wednesday edition of Bad News with Happy Music. Moon, the big moon's coming out.
That beaver moon is out.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. And, of course, we want to talk to you as well. rockmornings.com. Head there for all our contact info. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you're up to. We've got the apps as well. If you want to download the 95.7 The Rock or the 92.9 The X app, you can submit voicemails and images and videos through the apps. If you want to participate in the program this morning. We'll be right back with some Beaver Moon stuff in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
It was a cold November night. I was holding my honey tight. And she said she had something to show me to make me swoon. She took me outside and she showed me the beaver. Showed me the beaver moon.
The Beaver Moon.
That's right.
About 8:19 this morning, I believe. 7:19 our time, so about an hour
Gorgeous
from now.
right now. If you want to wake up and head outside, take a peek. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, the full moon will reach peak illumination in the U.S. today, November 5th, Wednesday, November 5th, at 8:19 a.m. Eastern Time, so 7:19 our time, which is about an hour from now. You'll be able to look up and see peak illumination
It's gorgeous right
for
now.
the Beaver Moon.
Yeah, particularly bright. It's a super moon and large as it reaches its closest point to Earth. So it's called the Beaver Moon because it historically happened during the time when beavers were preparing for winter and Native American tribes and early colonists were busy trapping. So they were
Important time.
trapping season. Set the traps for beavers to obtain their warm winter fur, which was a vital source of clothing, and then also trade, obviously. So frost moon is another name for it. Freezing moon, digging moon, and beaver moon.
A supermoon. It's the beaver moon. And in about an hour, it'll reach peak illumination.
Gorgeous.
Have you heard about moon water?
No.
Well, you're about to.
Maybe.
This might be the most annoying human being I've ever heard speak in my entire life.
Ooh, good.
You ready for this one? Mm-hmm. You're going to know it right away.
Is this regular water, but it's moon water because it's out in the moon, absorbing magic?
It's exactly
moon magic?
what it sounds like. You take some water and you put it outside in the moonbeams and you suck up the moon energy.
Okay.
Listen to this chick. Oh my God. I almost had to stop listening to it this morning because
it's some sort of magic elixir.
It enraged me to no end.
It's like sun tea. If you put it out during the day in the sun, it becomes tea.
I don't know. I can't even remember what the documentary was, but we were watching a documentary a couple of years ago, and you might remember this, where the woman had, kept the placenta from her children. She had, several children, and she would feed it to the kids in, their cereal or something like that. And she was, all holistic and lived out in the mountains and had hairy armpits and all that stuff. And then, of course, the kids got sick, and she didn't want to take them to town and yada, yada, yada. And the next thing you know, that woman enraged me as we watched the documentary. This person, whoever this is that was talking about moon water, is worse.
It's just water.
It's so much worse. Here we go. Give it a good listen.
Before bed, my kids requested a glass of water, so I started by collecting water from this natural stream I stumbled upon. I used this thrifted cheesecloth to filter out any debris before placing my water in a separate bowl. The bowl was left beneath the light of a full moon to absorb the moon's energy. Once I was left with pure moon water, I added it to a pan and brought it to a simmer over low heat. For flavor, I added some small batch artisanal frozen water and melted that down before filtering it into a separate glass. The children like their water shaken, so I gave it a good shake before adding it to a drinking glass. For peak wetness, I rubbed the rim of the glass with more frozen water.
We need to send DCS to this woman's house. We gotta send her. I don't know what the hell's going on over there with artisanals and cheesecloths and streams that you stumbled upon. Give me an effing break, lady.
Astrologist,
oh my God.
Is this mystics?
Put her on the rocket. Get her on the rocket right now to Mars.
Dude, if you want to do that with your water, go for it. But
nothing's going to happen.
It's just water, I'm pretty sure.
It's basically simply pure water sealed in a container left outside to, quote unquote, charge with energy provided by light of the moon.
I will say it's really, really pretty right now, though. I mean, it's gorgeous. We're lucky that it's not cloud cover, so you get to see it this morning and enjoy it.
It's great. Oh, my God. What are we doing? We let people like that vote.
It's a vibration or energy of the moon changing your water.
We got to take away their voting rights. We got to stop these people.
So you can only do it during the full moon, I think?
don't know. I'm not... You know what? Regular-ass water from Quick Trip is just fine. It's the same exact thing, you big
Gotta get some water,
dummy.
As a matter of fact.
Here's some good news. Nobody won Mega Millions last night.
Dang it.
$843 million.
I made a special trip and everything.
Jackpot will increase to $843 million, making it the 8th largest jackpot for Mega Millions of all time. Friday will be the drawing, $5 tickets, the 14th largest U.S. lottery jackpot ever. So we're getting up there, man. Mm-hmm. We're getting close to that B word. The cash option of the Friday drawing will be an estimated $391.7 million. Last one in Virginia on June 27th. Mega Millions, no winner last night. No overall winner. Lots of, obviously, ancillary prizes.
I'll go look and see if I'm ancillary.
Mega Millions numbers for yesterday, 11, 14, 17, 50, 57, and the Mega Ball was 6. No winner. So you're going to have to put that whole entire trip on those credit cards, Gene.
Yep.
And I don't know if you saw the video. There's lots of videos, actually. But a deadly plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. A UPS plane. Explosion, plumes of smoke and fire spreading nearly a mile. At least seven people are dead. 11 people injured. 2 people in critical condition. 8 with non-life-threatening injuries. The governor there said he expects those numbers to grow. Also said there were 2 employees from a nearby auto store who are unaccounted for. The mayor of Louisville, Kentucky, a guy named Craig Greenberg, said the first 4 confirmed deaths were people who were not on the plane.
Ugh.
FAA said the cargo plane crashed at about 5:15 yesterday as it was taking off, heading towards Honolulu, Hawaii. And there's no shortage of videos because once you see a plane smoking and coming down, you pull out the phone and you get video of it. And there was
tragic.
Lots of video all over social media.
Obviously no hazardous cargo on the plane, but you've got a plane, so it's got jet fuel.
UPS said there were 3 crew members on board. Because of the long trip, the plane was fully fueled, leading to the large fire. It was carrying about 38,000 gallons of fuel. Yeah. Still burning as 11 o'clock last night. Just awful tragedy there.
Yeah. Victims on the ground, just doing their jobs or whatever, and a plane comes out of nowhere.
Ugh. Got a text from Hank Hill. Wants to hear some Devil's Dance by Metallica. Said, when nothing at works makes sense, but they tell you to do it anyway. The devil making us dance every day. Yeah. Travis said, holy crap, I feel bad for those kids. Because my kids like their water shaken. What the F does that mean?
I like my martini shaken. I do.
Oh my! We got to get.
You know what I mean? Like it's a James Bond thing. Just put some in the
when you're mixing ingredients, there's nothing in the water but water. Oh my God!
Shake it around a little bit.
We gotta have
shake it.
We gotta have somebody go over and check on those kids. Do a welfare check. Thanks, Travis.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Got a text from Tom. Wants to hear some Holy Diver by Dio. Try to get to that. Also try to get to that Devil's Dance that Hank Hill wanted to hear. Rockmornings.com for all of our contact info. The Bucks last night struggling.
And Raptors 50 rebounds plus 9 in that category. 27 of break points compared to 11 for the Bucks. And the bench productive as well, outscoring Milwaukee. And the Raptors got to the line 29 times, shooting 79% from the foul line.
Losing to the Raptors last night, 128-100. The Bucks are now off for a couple of nights, tonight and tomorrow, before they get back home to take on the Bulls on Friday night at 7 p.m. Week 10 in the NFL kicking off tomorrow night with the Raiders at the Broncos at 7:15. That game will be on Prime. We'll be making our Weeks 10, 11, and 12 Pigskin Picks later this morning as Gene gets ready to head to Europe on Friday. In the NFC North, the Bears will be hosting the Giants on Sunday at noon. The Vikings will host the Ravens at noon on Sunday. Lions will be in Washington Sunday at 3:25, and the Packers are, of course, on Monday Night Football hosting the Eagles at Lambeau Field. Lots of moves yesterday in the NFL before the trade deadline. Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, looking for some defensive improvements. Trying to turn around their 3-5-1 start. Added 2 starters, including Pro Bowl defensive tackle Quinnen Williams from the Jets. Cowboys gave up a 2026 second-round pick, a 2027 first-round pick, and defensive tackle Mazi Smith in order to get that trade for Quinnen Williams. And earlier in the day, the Cowboys also got linebacker Logan Wilson from the Bengals in exchange for a 2026 seventh-round pick. Colts, big blockbuster deal to acquire 2-time All-Pro cornerback Sauce Gardner from the Jets. Hefty cost. 2 first-round picks, one next year and one in 27. They also sent over a receiver in the deal. And the Saints, they traded for fourth-year wide receiver Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks. Obviously, the Jets and the Saints aren't going anywhere, so they can start selling off their pieces for draft capital. Seahawks confirming the move in a press release yesterday just ahead of the trade deadline. Seattle sent its 2026 4th and 5th round picks in exchange for the speedy wideout. So Saints looking to the draft to try to get better So are the Jets, who are an absolute mess. Breece Hall, though, not going anywhere. Packers, by the way, didn't do anything. Neither did my Patriots. Pat signed like one of Jerry Rice's kids for the practice squad. Packers didn't do anything for the trade deadline, even though they could use some help. Obviously, we talked to Grant Bills about that yesterday, but no additions or subtractions to the Packer roster yesterday before the NFL trade deadline. Is there something in Europe you're looking forward to the most?
Probably the Vatican.
Okay. And is that I don't know anything about, I mean, I know about what the Vatican is, but is that a ticketed event, or do you just go there and hang out?
Yes. It's it's a ticketed event. I purchased, it's highly recommended that you do these skip the line passes, basically. So you get a small tour guide and they tell you some stuff about it. And it's so massive and there's so much important things there that, you could walk around, but you could stand in line for hours, apparently, waiting to get in and then have to go through security. And so we tried to shorten the amount of time that we were going to be doing.
Do you know if the Pope's going to be in the building while you're there? Or
supposedly.
Okay. Do they have is he scheduled to speak or do anything like that?
Well, we're not going on they have mass there that's open to the public, like on Sundays and Wednesdays, I think it is, but we're not doing that. We're going on Monday, I believe.
Maybe you'll feel froggy and he'll come out on the dais and give you a little
That'd
onesie.
be great. That'd be awesome. I'd love that. But I guess it's Jubilee year, apparently. It's celebrated with the church, and so it's been busy there. I guess.
Lots going on.
In 2025 in the Vatican. It's the Jubilee of Hope in 2025, which is the traditional 25-year cycle of church spiritual renewal and hope. And
church
so there's
stuff,
a bunch,
gotcha.
church stuff. So, but apparently, does not disappoint in how awe-inspiring and historic and significant it
What's
is.
the rules and regulations there in regards to cameras and all? Are you going to get patted down and wanted
the only
and all
thing
that stuff?
yes,
Obviously.
you do that everywhere. That you want to go see anything that's historic and filled with art and all, you're going through security. The only thing that I could see that was rules, which isn't a problem at this time of year, but maybe is in the summertime, is you need to have
shoes.
Your legs covered below your knees, so
no shorts, huh?
and no shoulders. So you couldn't in the summertime wear a tank top or whatever, but it's not really a problem right now. I'm going to be not wearing shorts and a tank top. So, but that was the and that's just out of respect. And apparently that's in every Italian church. It's not just at the Vatican, but
What do they do? Tackle you and arrest you?
I don't think they let you in.
Get those shoulders out of here.
If you're wear a scarf or something, some sort of a cover up, a cape, like a Batman cape. So
All
I'm
right.
kind of excited about that.
Vatican? Mm-hmm. Is there one food item, one sort of restaurant or dining experience that you're looking forward to?
Ugh.
I mean, you're going to be in some real heavy-hitting countries when it comes to cuisine.
I
here.
am. Yeah, because there's a.
I mean, you
lot.
must be looking stuff up, right?
My God, yes. Well, trying to find the best restaurants.
Well,
or
you don't
at
have to
least
find the best, but maybe some
traditional things.
Because you might not have a chance to get into the best, right? Or maybe too damn expensive. So
right.
you got to look for options.
Well, tourist traps versus authentic, I guess,
Right.
is the point, right? I read a thing where it's don't go into the places where they're making the pasta in the window because no real Roman or Italian people make the pasta in the window. That's a tourist trap.
They're showing it off, right? It's a show.
So there's a thing called a supli, which is a fried kind of rice ball, if you will. It's made out of risotto, and there's mozzarella in the middle of it. So it's got this tomato rice thing around it, and it's deep fried like this.
That.
So I'm going to try one of those.
Okay.
They don't do savory breakfasts, I guess, in Italy at all. So it's
they do croissants and stuff like that, right?
sweet, these rolls.
They don't do eggs and bacon and sausage.
Like a croissant filled with a pistachio cream, apparently, is a real big thing there. So gelato
coffee
is the
and
home of the gelato.
Some sort of mousse.
So that's a thing. And then, all the pastas, right?
Yeah, what's up with the pastas here? Talk to me, because this is my love language here.
I know.
You got to have a spot that you're looking at. You got to have one restaurant that's.
I have a whole bunch of them written down. As a matter of fact, there's also these sandwiches. They're a lot of
like a panini.
kind of like a panini, if you will, kind of like a focaccia thing with like really sliced thin, like prosciutto and all that kind of stuff in there. But the pastas, the 5 best pastas in Rome, I've been looking at all of that. But carbonara is a big one. Obviously lasagna. It kind of depends on where you are in Rome. But I
one in Rome.
All of that's going to happen, I think. I hope.
Right.
I hope.
Any sort of wine tastings or some sort of drinky? What's going on there? Because the last time you had to put a jacket on and you were supposed to have the best martini ever, and you said it was kind of a letdown, that place in England, right?
That place was great.
Okay.
We just didn't know about it before we went. There's a speakeasy in Rome.
Do you know the password? What's the password?
I don't know it yet because I haven't. You have to make reservations to get in, and then they tell you what the password is.
Is it Louvre? Because apparently the Louvre used the word Louvre as their security password for their. Yeah. Did you hear
1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah. Who? That's the combination of my luggage. No. Did you hear about this? Seriously, the Louvre.
No.
Yeah. Google it. It's they apparently use their own name as the password for their security system.
Oh my gosh! No, this place is called Jerry Thomas.
Okay.
It's a speakeasy, so it's the whole. It's
Yeah. So knock
dark
3 times.
and it's knock 3 times, make the drinks, and so
It's like that place in Milwaukee, the Safe House, right?
Yeah. So you get when you make your reservations. By the way, you'd love this because it's Europe, so they do things later at night, right? Like their dinner's later at night.
Yeah.
So the reservation times you can make for the speakeasy are 9, 11 p.m. or 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Dang, breakfast. Here we go. All right, that's my jam.
That's when you can have your drinks.
That's not late. That's early, baby. That's day drinking.
That's when you can make your reservations.
Give me that 1 a.m.
9, 11, or 1 a.m.
I'll go to bed and wake up, and I'll be in at 1. I'll see you then.
I was like, oh, my God.
Hell yeah.
So, they don't even eat dinner until like 8, 9.
As An would say, you crazy. Well, good. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I know you struggle with travel and
I do.
all that crap, but hopefully you get doped up good enough to just sort of drool the whole way there.
That's what I'm hoping. I did it different. We're flying out on Friday night. I'm hoping that
Maybe
night
the
travel.
The vibes are a little different.
Like maybe I can relax. Maybe.
Right. Lots to get to yet. We have a bunch of text messages about the moon water lady. We'll get to that here in a few minutes.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station. Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Julie. Huh? Julie. Huh? Guess what day it is? Julie. Huh? Julie. Huh? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Anybody? Anybody? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Anybody? Anybody? Mike. Huh? What day is it, Mike? Huh? Woo-hoo! Mike. Huh? What day is it, Mike? Huh? Oh, come on. I know you can hear me. Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
It's hump day.
Hump day! Woo-hoo!
Yeah, hump day. Gotta get that lawn mowed, get those leaves taken care of. Starting to try to work on the positioning of things in the shed. Now that I've got all the stuff, the riding mower and the snow thrower and all that crap. Got the skeletons put away. Used my cart, a little tow behind cart for my lawnmower yesterday to carry those sons of bitches. Those are heavy when they're in the box, by the way.
So was this the first backing out of your garage using your ramps?
Yeah, and that's, I'm going to need to figure that out. It worked, but it seems a bit precarious. I have not I'm supposed to drill these holes, and there's pins you can put in to
So they're loose, they're wobbly.
Well, you put them on there, and they've got a lip that goes over the lip of the shed or whatever. But if you start, if you mess up or whatever, and I should probably get a wider ramp thing. But we'll see. But for now, they're working. Everything's good.
Today is probably one of the last better days this week. Things take a turn this weekend.
It's not bad tomorrow and Friday,
I thought it was
too.
cloudy, though, with a chance for some rain.
But it's not till, I don't see any rain in the forecast till Saturday. And that's when it's going to get real chilly. We're talking in the 40s and down into the 30s on Sunday. Streaming premiere of the Fantastic Four: First Steps today on Disney Plus.
Famous around the world,
Please welcome the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic. Invisible Woman. Human Torch.
I love you, Johnny.
And the Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday dinner. Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time. Get inside.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
Fantastic Four First Steps making its streaming premiere on Disney Plus today. Silver Surfer, played by Julia Garner from Ozark. Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby is the Invisible Woman. Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things is Johnny Storm. And Eben Moss-Backrack is Ben Grimm, a.k.a. The Thing. I saw it. It's good.
You like it?
Thumbs
Okay.
up. It's good. It's not bad. It's all right. Also on Amazon today, the premiere of Tyler Perry's Finding Joy. Shannon Thornton stranded in Colorado and finds unexpected love after crashing her car in a snowstorm and being rescued by some random guy.
Ain't nobody around for miles. You should come on back inside.
We have not heard from Joy.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Are you a serial killer?
Save you to kill you later? No,
You don't have any TV or social media?
just me, nature, and God.
She's so weird.
I've had enough people calling me weird in my life. I don't need it from a stranger.
What part of Colorado she said she was in?
The white people part.
Where's the restroom? Wait, is that an outhouse?
That reminds me of the Saturday Night Live thing where they mock the Halloween Hallmark, where she comes back to town and then the guy she went to high school with, Nate Bargatze, the comedian, is the serial killer. Have you ever seen that? She's like in her kitchen and he's like there with it. He takes it off. Sue, we went to high school together.
This is
faux trailer.
It's a formula for everything. It's she's got the boyfriend taking it slow, crashes her car. It's like Misery, but they actually fall in love. He doesn't break her ankles, doesn't hobble her. He's living out there with no phones, no TVs, no electricity, and then they fall in love and yada, yada, yada. Also on TV tonight, a new episode of Survivor. Season 8046 continues with a new episode. Now hosted by robot Jeff Probst.
It never ends.
Our future overlord.
AI Probst.
Survivor. New episode of that tonight. New episode of The Floor. Also new episodes of Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. New episode of The Golden Bachelor on tonight. Also a new episode of The Amazing Race. Traveling around the world, Gene. Maybe you'll run into some of those people at the airport. People running around.
They seem to rush.
Rushing. Looking at the boards. Changing their flights. Also a new episode of 99 to Beat on television this evening. Fallon is new with Jennifer Lawrence, Tom Felton, and Daniel Caesar as his guests this evening. Carol Burnett, Guillermo del Toro, going to be on with Jimmy Kimmel. Stephen Colbert's talking to Tiffany Haddish and Gary Cole. Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, and Dakota Fanning going to be on with Seth Meyers. That's what's on the boob tube. You downloaded movies and stuff to your iPads and whatnot? So you
I
got
have
them?
no. I mean, I think there should be something in the plane.
On the plane? Movie to watch?
Yeah, I do have like earbuds, but that's about it.
Well, you may want to brush up on your Mummy movies because
I know, I saw.
It's coming back,
It's
baby.
happening,
The
isn't
Renaissance.
it?
I didn't even know it had a name. The Renaissance. I love it.
Saw.
Look, I loved Brendan Fraser.
I liked
and then
him
his
so much.
career kind of took a weird turn there. I don't know, but it's back. He's back, and we love him. And he's getting a lot of love for his roles recently. The Whale obviously was very popular with critics. Brendan Fraser also in talks now to return as Rick O'Connell for another Mummy movie along with Rachel Weisz as his wife Evelyn.
Call it the doorway to hell.
Where the earliest pharaohs were said to have hidden the wealth of Egypt.
Are we going into battle?
There's something out there.
Something underneath that sand.
Yeah. Not a lot of details yet, but they're working on a Mummy sequel. Not a reboot. This sequel would disregard the third movie, which is The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, and just be a sequel from the first two movies. No word if any of the other actors are going to return for the series, but if they're alive and they're able and they're interested, I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they will.
I bet there's going to be a lot of people interested in seeing Brendan Fraser return as Rick O'Connell. Really
that was
cool.
kind of exciting.
It was some nice positive thumbs up news that I saw yesterday. So, yeah. Jacob texted in, said, sending the Moonlight Lady into space would fix another problem. An alien would find her and realize that our planet is not worth invading. I said, she's a wackadoo. And he smiley faced me, thumbs up me. Somebody else texted in and said, WTF is artisanal frozen water. I said, it's a way to get $9 from idiots.
Hey, if you want to put your water in a container and put it out under the moonlight and then shake it, then have at it.
Travis said, he said, holy crap, I feel bad for those kids. And I said, I feel the same. Send in DCS. This woman apparently using a cheesecloth to filter out any impurities from the stream water she found.
Before bed, my kids requested a glass of water, so I started by collecting water from this natural stream I stumbled upon. I used this thrifted cheesecloth to filter out any debris before placing my water in a separate bowl. The bowl was left beneath the light of a full moon to absorb the moon's energy. Once I was left with pure moon water, I added it to a pan and brought it to a simmer over low heat. For flavor, I added some small batch artisanal frozen water and melted that down before filtering it into a separate glass. The children like their water shaken, so I gave it a good shake before adding it to a drinking glass. For peak wetness, I rubbed the rim of the glass with more frozen water.
Yeah.
Those kids are going to need a lot of therapy when they get older. They probably need therapy right now. That doesn't sound like a good situation. That sounds like a lot of problems are occurring.
There's burning sage happening there for sure.
That might not be the only thing she's burning. Good Lord.
For sure.
Thanks for the text messages. Rockmornings.com to get in touch with us. I also got a Facebook message from a very well-known comedian, Sarah, who said, don't forget where you put your stakes. You son of a bitch. Making fun of me because I forgot where my stupid steaks were when I was trying to put my Halloween stuff out, which I haven't found.
Oh, your bucket of missing steaks?
Yes, I got a new bucket and new steaks. Remember, I bought all that? Yes, and Sarah's trying to be a comedian. She's clowning me over here. Thanks a lot, Sarah.
Never did find those, huh?
No. You'd still mad.
Loan them to somebody?
No, I would never loan my steaks.
Did your wife throw them out to make you crazy?
No, my wife doesn't throw anything out. Have you met my wife? She doesn't throw anything away.
Well,
she
not
keeps
her stuff.
She keeps the lids for the candles that we're burning, and then when they're done and we throw the candle thing away, the glass, she keeps the lids. We got a whole drawer for. Dude, it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Every once in a while, I open the drawer and I'm like, "Honey, what's
the lids?"
I'm like, "Can we the lids?" And she's like, "I know."
Lids, man, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
You do roller coasters?
Poorly.
All right.
And not enthusiastically.
Because you went to Disney not too many years ago.
Oh, when the kids were little. Yeah. I tried to participate and be brave. So, like, not.
Space Mountain?
Yeah, I went on Space Mountain.
All right. You have to, right? It's
yeah.
kinda...
There was one I didn't go on, and like Animal Kingdom, that was a lot. Yeah, it's not.
I figured it wasn't.
It's not
your
my
jam.
favorite.
Yeah.
I don't like loop-de-loops. I definitely love, but Nickelodeon and the Mall of America many times. But it's.
You ever get the picture of yourself on the ride?
Yes, I have a fridge magnet on the side of ours with Grace when she was little. We took her to Valley Fair, and I don't think we realized how scary it was. And she was with her dad and her brother, and they're both like this. And her face is like, I mean, she was probably 5 or 6 years old. And it's just this look of just terror. And
Nice.
It's on a magnet on the side of our fridge. I didn't realize how scary it was going to be.
Well, this photo has real terror.
Oh, my God. This is the girls in the back,
yes.
isn't it?
Have you seen the picture?
I have seen the video. Yes. They were, on Saturday, we were driving to my mom's birthday, and I'm like, Mike, listen to this story. Oh, my God, they held them down.
A teenager on a ride, a roller coaster in Kansas City at an amusement park. This was last month when her seatbelt came undone mid-ride. The couple in the next row up heard this girl screaming for her life.
Yes.
And were able to kind of turn around and hold her down until the ride ended. They say that she was close to being thrown out every time they went over a hill or around a big turn, right? When the inertia...
It's going like 72 miles an hour, and they're doing loop-de-loops, and this poor little thing is in there with no seatbelt on.
They got one of those fun photos that they sell at the end of the ride.
And they're like...
Yeah, you can see them physically restraining her, and obviously she doesn't look like she's having very much fun. The park said they checked everything out, made sure the coaster was safe before they resumed rides later that day, but this story is now going viral.
When we turned around and started helping her, like, the only thing I could think of was, like, what if this was my daughter?
The girl sitting behind my wife just lets out this blood-curdling scream like I've never heard before. And then she said, my seatbelt came undone. A pretty big gap between her and the lap bar. And I looped my arm underneath the lap bar and I'd grabbed a hold of her wrist. My wife was pushing down on her legs to push down on her whole body to keep her from coming out of the seat.
Chris and Cassie Evans on the Mamba. When they heard screams from the seat behind them, the couple said a girl's seatbelt had come undone during the ride's first hill, right at the beginning.
Came unlatched.
The girl sitting behind my wife lets out this blood-curdling scream like I've never heard before. I assumed it was her first time on the ride, and then she said, my seatbelt came undone. Season ticket holders that are very familiar with the Mamba, the couple said they knew the ride's layout and were able to anticipate the hills and the turns, which probably helped, right? When you know this stuff's coming, you can maybe apply some extra pressure.
What if? That's what that is. What if? What if they weren't there? What if it would have been other kids? What if they, it would have, horrific. Apparently, after the inspection, some seatbelts on the Mamba were deemed worn and not locking. So then they took it out of service and replaced those seatbelts, and then it was up and running after the repairs were made.
But you want to talk fridge magnet. Boy, that picture of them. He's like, He's like the girls. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, they're quick thinking and their ability to,
I wouldn't even, like you get on a roller coaster and people scream. I don't know. I don't know if I'd turn around. Unless I could hear her say my seatbelt came undone.
It sounds like that's what they heard, right? And then they're like, oh, my gosh. Okay, well, we know, at least we're familiar with this ride, so we know when we're going to be 72 miles an hour going upside down with no seatbelt on.
All's well that ends well in that situation. Ugh. Speaking of that, another all's well that ends well situation. A 55-year-old man in New York with special needs went missing on Halloween and was gone for 2 days. Until Sunday when they had the New York City Marathon and thousands of people are flooding the streets. The race was going through Queens Plaza when someone saw this guy fall, helped him out, then called the police. They had no idea he was missing. They just saw a guy fall in the park there in the plaza. The guy, you can see the picture of him. He's pretty banged up in the forehead. Police come by. His sister doesn't know who the person was. Obviously, they were able to reconnect her and him.
Okay.
But said, whoever you are, thank you. You saved someone's life. Jack has cognitive disabilities, dressed in his costume Friday morning, went out with his group home and an aide. Then he got swept up in a crowd in Flushing, Queens, as he exited the bus, setting off a frantic search. So they're out there on a daily excursion. All the people from the home have their costumes on. They only got one person, apparently, one aide. And then there's a huge group of people, and he just sort of wanders off. Next thing you know, they can't find this guy. How do you survive in New York City for 2 days with no food, no meds, nothing to drink, said his sister Giselle. We had a group of people out in the streets looking for him. We made flyers. If it wasn't for the community, I don't know if Jack would be here right now. And I'm telling you, dude, this guy must have gone down hard. His whole forehead and, like, right by his eye are seriously messed up. This guy slept on the sidewalk, ate Halloween candy by saying trick or treat to people, apparently. People were giving him candy. They probably thought he was a homeless guy. Giselle said she had no idea how her brother traversed more than 7 miles, but the family says they know what made the difference on the third day, and it was the New York City Marathon and all those people that were going by. Yeah. Crazy. All's well that ends well, though, right?
Yeah, some sort of tracker bracelet or something. Some sort of
air tag.
Air tag that guy.
Air tag.
Yes.
Air tag him. It'd be nice to live off nothing but Halloween candy for a couple of days. Well, and imagine that in December, February. Whole different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Whole different outcome.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Are you a redhead? Is that your natural hair color?
Yeah. Why? It is National Love Your Red Hair Day.
True beauty is about hair color.
November 5th, National Love Your Red Hair Day.
National Love Your Red Hair Day.
All right, Carrot Top. Carrot Top. Don't call me that.
Why shouldn't I? It's a pejorative term.
It's such a pejorative term.
What should I call you?
That's beautiful.
You know what else I just realized?
It's showtime.
Less than 2% of the world's population, by the way.
National Redhead Day. You listening, Doc?
Less than 2% of the world's population.
Yeah.
So show it off, wear it proudly, post yourself on the socials.
National Redhead Day. Flowing locks of burnt orange hair.
Amber.
When I was a kid, my hair was much more red than it is now. When I was in like 4th grade, kids would call me Rusty. But then it started to like turn more brownish as I got older, and now I just shave it all off. So I've been doing that for years. But National Redhead Day.
Here are some facts about redheads for National Redhead Day. Redheads make up 2% of the population, but 100% of the prop comedians with the Las Vegas residency. The fear of redheads is called gingerphobia. Unless that redhead is Ed Sheeran, then it's called hobbitphobia. Bumblebees often mistake redheads for flowers. Scientists call it more proof that bees are stupid. And finally, redheads have more sex, especially now that they dumped Keith Urban. Oh. Enjoy your National Redhead Day.
Full Kidman joke.
By the way, red hair and blue eyes. So that combo.
Rare combo.
Is one of the most rare. Yeah, the odds of a person having both of those recessive traits is about 0.17%. Most redheads of those 2% of the world's population have brown, hazel, or green eyes. So the red hair and blue eyes is a rare combination.
National Redhead Day. It's also National Chinese Takeout Day. If you're looking for something
There's
to eat.
your dinner plans.
All I ever eat is Chinese food.
Okay,
Chinese food.
Pat McCurdy, settle down.
The restaurant up my street has got Chinese food. Chinese food. Hunan Szechuan Cantonese. Yeah, he's got a great song called Chinese Food.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's all about Chinese food.
I've heard it before.
Have you heard it? It's
I
called
have.
Chinese Food, and it's all about eating Chinese food. And there's a call and response where he goes, Chinese food, and then you yell, Chinese food.
Yeah, I see. I've seen it happen live before.
It was in his medley on Friday night last week when we saw him. Chinese food! No?
Mm-mm. I mean, yes, to the Chinese food. Love that.
A lot of clapping.
Pat McCurdy.
Yeah, so National Chinese Takeout Day, National Redhead Day. It's also Guy Fawkes Night.
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
Ugh.
Totally. That's spooky.
Doc texted in and said, yes, I'm listening. I swear I know 1.9% of them. National Redhead Day. It's also November 5th, and some people say it's too early to put your Christmas decorations up. I know that our former coworker, Brittany Stiles.
Everything's done. The whole house is done.
The whole entire house got done, I think, on Sunday, right after Halloween. But she's a giant Christmas lover. Like, she would do it all year round.
I agree. She's over the top. She's got multiple trees and they're themed and all
I'm
that
more
stuff.
interested in getting the stuff out when the weather is agreeable. Because trying to hang lights when it's 30 degrees outside is not fun. if I could do it when it's 55 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm. It's about the comfort.
Yeah.
Versus timing. You don't have to turn them on if you don't want to.
Yeah, so I'm going to be working on that this week, trying to get that stuff done while the weather is agreeable. I don't have a problem with people who put their Christmas decorations out this early.
I remember being like, hey, let's slow down a little bit so we can let Thanksgiving have its time and be appreciative of that.
Yeah, but I don't need to,
But I care less about that anymore. It's more about when is it convenient to get it done.
Right. I don't care about giving Thanksgiving its shine. You know what I mean? It doesn't need its flowers, all right? Thanksgiving rules. I got one great day in me. I'm going to eat and watch football and drink beer and have a wonderful time. It doesn't need 3 weeks to lead up. I'm not getting amped up for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? I don't need that, watching Thanksgiving movies and getting
Wednesday night
up.
Is fun because you have off and people are, like you said, people are home. You might hook up with friends and family that are from out of town that are back. So there's the going out on Wednesday night and the cooking of the food. And
the other thing too is that, listen, this world is not great for a lot of people. And if putting up Christmas lights and turning them on or their leg lamp or whatever in November is what makes them happy, then let them have some joy in their life. Jesus Christ. Why you got to be a Scrooge or a Grinch? It doesn't affect you. Don't look at it.
Like I said, I used to be more of a purist, but now it's about getting it done when you can.
The traditional rule was to wait until after Thanksgiving. Yeah. Obviously, this year Thanksgiving is later than it normally is. A poll last Christmas found out that most people think putting up your Christmas lights before Thanksgiving is totally fine now. You can do whatever you want. 55% of people in the poll said it's okay. 33% are hardliners, said it's unacceptable. And 12% of people said they don't know or they don't care.
Yeah, don't care. Don't know, don't care. I just would appreciate it if there was a few more people in my neighborhood that did that.
Well,
it's rare. There's one house here and one house over there.
And if you're my guy, the Griswold guy down the street from me, I mean, you got to get going on that stuff now because you got a lot of stuff to put out.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a while. I'm trying to add to mine this year. I've been given the thumbs up to get some additional lighting from the lady with the credit card. We were in Menards the other day, and she's like, "Didn't you say you wanted to?" It was like a little leading question, you know what I mean?
Didn't you
say you wanted to just change the lights out? Which is code for buy all new lights. I know what the code is. I'm picking up what she's laying down. As long as it delights her, she doesn't care. And I always remind her, look, you put it on the card, you get the 2% check back at the end of the year. It's great. Save 11%. Hell yeah.
Saving big money on lighting up that house, are you?
Save big money at Menards. I told you about the candle thing we got, right?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, the turn on and off of the lights thing. You blow it out.
And apparently, it's a whole
magically
thing.
Turns your tree lights on and off.
Yeah, so instead of the candy cane switch thing, we've got this light that you blow on and it shuts the lights off. I don't know.
I didn't tell you that my mom's birthday celebration on Saturday.
Yeah,
we had a little cake for her with her 9/7 on it, with her, and everybody's all around. We were singing "Happy Birthday" at this restaurant. It's a big spectacle, and my mom pretends that she doesn't have enough air to blow out her candles. Right? She's like, and all these people are looking at us, and we know she's kidding, right?
But everyone's like, "Why aren't you helping your mother? Why are you a bad kid?"
We're like, Mom, just blow them out. Come on, man. You've got everybody freaking out.
Got a text from John who said, how lucky am I? I have 2 gingers on my crew. Should have given them the day off. Shout out to Taryn and Crystal.
Well, you are lucky. 2% of the population. You've got 2 of them working for you. Shout out.
Sports coming up in just a few minutes. Bad news, happy music later on. Also our weeks 10, 11, and 12 Pigskin Picks just after 8 o'clock.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. The Bucks losing last night in Toronto, north of the border, to the Raptors, 128-100. Bucks will be off tonight and tomorrow night. They'll be at home on Friday night to take on the Bulls at 7 o'clock. Week 10 will kick off tomorrow night on Prime with the Raiders at the Broncos. Bears will be at home against the Giants on Sunday at noon. Vikings at home against the Ravens on Sunday at noon. Lions will be in Washington late Sunday afternoon to take on the Commanders. And the Packers, of course, are at home against the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Ohio State, the number 1 team in the first rankings released yesterday by the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. Number 2, Indiana, also unbeaten. Texas A&M at number 3, also unbeaten. 3 SEC teams follow the Aggies with Alabama at number 4, Georgia at number 5, Ole Miss at number 6, BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, and Notre Dame rounding out the top 10. The top ACC team is Virginia at number 14. Every team in the top 25 came from a Power 4 conference, so the committee designated Memphis as the top team from the group of 5. Yada, 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 yada. If you know about that and you care about that, you can obviously find out more. Live Golf, LIV, yes. Right? Marketing itself as a faster pace alternative to the PGA Tour with 54-hole tournaments. Shotgun starts and team competition is now shifting to 72-hole events starting in 2026. The shotgun starts and individual and team competitions will be played simultaneously as part of Live Golf. But the tournaments will be around longer and will generally start on Thursday moving forward. So,
okay.
UFC fighters. Apparently, multiple UFC fighters have come forward. They're going to have a big problem.
What?
The UFC is going to have a big problem on its hand here. Even Dana White's talking about the FBI getting involved.
Was this the guy with the...
Multiple UFC fighters have now come forward to confirm that they have also been approached by gamblers and all sorts of unsavory people to fix fights in what is now becoming a massive scandal for the UFC. The controversy began on Sunday when Ariel Helwani, a reporter for the UFC, revealed that featherweight fighter Isaac Dulgarian had been released following his loss on Saturday. Dulgarian was the favorite going into the bout, but some suspicious betting activity flagged earlier cast doubt on the nature of the upset loss.
Right, because then didn't he all of a sudden lose like with a chokehold or something on the first minute or something?
The rear naked choke in the first round and then some suspicious betting going into that. So obviously not a good look. And now multiple UFC fighters have come forward and said, yeah, I was approached by somebody to fix a fight and they wanted to give me $70,000 or whatever it was to do this and yada, yada, yada so they could make money on the back end. Dana White, the CEO of the UFC, confirmed that this past Saturday's UFC Vegas 110 Isaac Dulgarian controversy is all part of an investigation and that the UFC is actively working with the FBI as the promotion now battles its second potential betting scandal in the last couple of years. Dana White confirming that the UFC's betting integrity partner, IC360, reached out to the UFC hours before Dulgarian's featherweight bout against Yadier Del Valle, informed the UFC of unusual betting action pouring in on the underdog, both to win and on first-round prop bets. So all of the particular thing this is much like the in-game betting with the NFL, and the NBA. This is why people are getting in trouble, is because there's all these prop bets where players can really affect, because if there's a prop bet on a certain player, they can affect that bet. If it's on the overall score or on shots missed or made or whatever, I mean, like when it comes to the entire game, it's a little tougher to do that. But if you're
this guy's going to do something in the first round.
So, the UFC is going to obviously be part of this investigation, and I think, they're going to work with the FBI and all that stuff, but some serious problems here when you have multiple fighters coming out saying, yeah, I've been approached. And you're talking big money here, too, for a lot of these fighters.
Well, I was just going to say, for some of these fighters, that's bigger paydays than it is just fighting, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And apparently Tom Brady's dog is a clone. Did you hear about this?
Clone of his other dog?
6-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, current Fox Sports broadcaster, said yesterday from a statement from a company that he's an investor in, that his dog Junie is a clone of his dog Lua, who passed away. And he's investing in one of these companies that does dog cloning. So, yeah, you got to rep the product, right? You can't just say you love Nike and not wear the product. You got to rep
You got to clone your own dog, man.
I don't know.
You want others to clone your dog, then you got to clone a dog. What?
Is it the exact same dog? Does it have the same personality? I mean, it looks the same, I'm assuming, right? It's very similar.
Well, there's cloning genetics that has been around for a long time. Remember the sheep? So I guess I just, I don't. How much does it cost to clone a dog? And $50,000?
A lot of money?
Yeah.
Last but not least, it's been a really bad season, right? It started off well, 2 wins. You're thinking, hey, we
could be mediocre.
Might be all right. Get into a bowl game, right? And then all of a sudden reality hits and hits hard.
Wheels fall off.
And the wheels completely fall off. Injuries and losing pretty much every game since then. It's been real bad for the Badgers. But it's not so bad at Camp Randall when you're talking about alcohol sales. Schools license their IP to make official beers, earning licensing revenue from bars and gas stations all across the state. They sell booze at sporting events, domestic beer, fancier cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Who is selling the most booze in the world of college football? A company filed an open records request to 45 public institutions at the beginning of October, so a little over a month ago, asking for total alcohol unit sales numbers from home games across August and September, as well as total revenue. Some schools unable to share the data because they don't control their own concession sales. And number one of the 21 institutions that did respond to their requests is the University of Madison. They say they sold 255,122 units in August and September for a total revenue of $3,088,000. The next up is the University of Nebraska, selling only a paltry 168,293 units.
There's a big difference there.
For a total revenue of $2,074,800. Yeah,
there's a million difference.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Severe drop off, by the way. Minnesota coming in at 5th. Only $1,038,000 in total revenue over the Badgers, who, let's be honest, in August and September they weren't that bad. It wasn't until late September and October, but
well, yeah, that's when the crowd started going down. Also, they're relatively new to celebrating the fact that there's alcohol sales at Camp Randall. It's only been a couple years. It's not like it's been like that forever.
To put it in perspective, the team at the bottom of this survey, Ball State University, sold 1,368 units for a total of $11,504.
What's Ball State's?
I have no idea.
Stadium hold.
But for as bad as the season's been, we're still drinking, baby. Still
good revenue.
Pounding beers
Source
at those
of revenue.
games. Yeah, you're going to need it. If you're going to try to bring in some better players, definitely going to need it.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
Did you know?
Probably not.
That 30% of Americans, over 75 million people, currently live in over 369,000 HOA communities. That's a lot.
Yep. You know people that live there, right? So you extrapolate that
We have one
out.
in our neighborhood. We got one not too far from our house. Little pocket neighborhood, I think is what they call them.
Oh, I know where it is.
The one where all the houses look exactly the same?
That's real nice.
Yeah, you drive by and you look, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
And they all have the same lawn care company, and they all have to have the same, everything's the same, obviously. I didn't know it was that high. But 30% of Americans, over 75 million people, live in over 369,000 HOA communities across the country. The percentage is highest in Vermont and in Florida, lowest in Mississippi and West Virginia.
Kind of makes sense in Florida.
Well, if you go to Arizona, too, and you see the way that it's designed.
Set up to be homes away from home, maybe.
Did you know the Jerry Seinfeld character, played by Jerry Seinfeld on the show Seinfeld, dated 66 different women over the course of Seinfeld, if not more? Obviously, these are the ones that were shown on screen. All those relationships, of course, failing for different ridiculous reasons, but in 180 episodes, Jerry Seinfeld dated 66 different women.
Never thought to count it.
One every 3 episodes, he would get a new girlfriend. Or
somebody to go
romance.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the storylines revolved around that, dating.
Oh, yeah. Him and George and Kramer and Elaine. Did you know that 46 of the 50 states have at least one town or city named Riverside?
That's always fun when you talk about all those things where you're like, there's
Springfield,
how many,
by the way, is second most common with at least one Springfield in 34 states. So Riverside, much more popular.
Mm-hmm.
You would assume those are all
towns on a river?
Near a river, or maybe have a river in them.
River run through it.
Last but not least, did you know, Gene, did you know that the person who wrote the jingle for State Farm Insurance,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
which is the jingle, nowadays they don't do the jingle very much. It's more like they say it on the commercial, but there was a jingle at a time.
Oh, yeah.
The person who wrote the jingle for State Farm Insurance is the same person who wrote the jingle for Band-Aid. You remember the Band-Aid jingle?
Band-Aids are stuck on you? Is there something?
I'm stuck on Band-Aid brands because Band-Aid's stuck on me. Do you know who wrote those two jingles? The same person wrote the State Farm Insurance jingle and the I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid's stuck on me.
It's going to be something crazy, isn't it?
It is going to be something crazy.
Okay. Johnny Cash.
Ooh, no, but I like how you're thinking outside the box.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I do like that. I do like how you're thinking outside the box.
All right. Bing Crosby.
No, but again, I like how you're thinking outside the box. I like it.
It's okay.
I like it.
Is it a female? Dolly Parton.
It is not a female. You're getting colder. You're getting colder.
Sorry, I'm freaking out here. I don't know what I don't know. John Denver.
Ooh, getting a little bit warmer there.
Warmer.
You got to get away from the country. Well, because it's male. You got to get away from the country. You're doing too much.
Elvis.
No. Yeah, Elvis. Yeah, no.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
That's
Barry
right.
Manilow?
Barry effing Manilow wrote the jingles for State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also, the jingle for Band-Aids. Stuck on Band-Aid's brand because Band-Aid's stuck on me. Barry effing Manilow.
Other examples of his work include jingles for McDonald's, You Deserve a Break Today, and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Apparently, he was a prolific jingle writer before achieving fame as a singer, composer, and performing. But he did a bunch of advertising tunes. That's where he was. That's where he first found it.
So when that little ghost lady appears in the new State Farm commercial, hovering above the property, and she sings the State Farm jingle, think of Barry Manilow.
All across the nation, it's the Pepsi generation. He wrote that too.
Barry effing Manilow. Prolific, as Gene said. We've got a lot to get to in the last hour of the show. Weeks 10, 11, and 12 of our Pigskin Picks. Bad news, happy music. Get to our daily check-ins as well. Get in touch with us. Visit rockmornings.com for details.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Week 10 in the NFL kicks off tomorrow night. And at the beginning of the season, Gene and I decided to go head-to-head with our Pigskin Picks to see who would be victorious at the end of the year. The bet is for seafood paella if I win. And if Gene wins, which is not going to happen, then I have to grow my hair for 2 months because she likes seeing my bald spot because she knows it embarrasses me.
I'd correct that, but I'm not gonna.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me your version of the story.
No, I don't. That's good enough. Sounds good, right? Like that.
All right. So we've got 3 weeks to pick because Gene's on vacation, going to Europe, and we're not going to do this over the phone from Europe. That'll be a costly phone
I thought
call.
about getting the Tie-Line app, but then I thought against it.
Enjoy your vacation, dude. Don't do any work stuff while you're on vacation. That's idiocy. All right. So let's get started. I'm going Denver at home against Vegas.
I always take Denver at Mile High. Are you kidding?
Then we've got another international game on Sunday, Atlanta at Indianapolis. Indianapolis just loaded up before the trade deadline. Atlanta, not very good. They just got beat by my Patriots. Their kicker is a mess. I'm going Indy on that one.
Yeah, I took the Colts, too.
Saints at Carolina. I'm going Panthers there. I know you're taking the Saints because you're an idiot.
I am.
Giants at Chicago. I got to go with Chicago here at home. I picked against them last week, and I shouldn't have done that.
I took Chicago, too, because my husband always do.
Jacksonville at Houston. I'm going Jags here on the road.
You're
taking the Texans. All right. Buffalo at Miami. That's an easy pick. Buffalo's going to throttle Miami. They're an absolute dumpster fire. I think Baltimore's coming back. They're going to beat Minnesota at home. Yeah,
I'm taking the Vikings on the Magic.
Taking the Vikings.
Yeah, the purple, the victory lights.
J.J. McCarthy had a little magic in his hands last week, but they barely got the win, so I'm taking Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. Jets are a dumpster fire. They may not win another game the rest of the season, so Cleveland is my pick there.
Of course, I'm taking that.
I am taking my Patriots to go on the road in Tampa Bay and continue the streak and win 7 in a row. Tampa Bay at home.
Magic ends.
Noon start. They should have flexed that bad boy. Arizona at Seattle. Seattle just loaded up a little bit. I'm going with the Seahawks in that one.
I always do.
Even though Jacoby Brissett looked pretty good last week against the Cowboys.
This next one.
This next one's going to be tough to pick. The Rams at San Fran. The 49ers riding the Mac Jones train, but give me the Rams on the road in San Fran to beat the 49ers.
I'm taking the 49ers.
You're taking the Niners. All right.
We can
Detroit
be a little different.
At Washington, I'm going with the Lions to recover after that stunning loss last weekend. Pittsburgh at the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. I'm going with the Chargers at home. I think Aaron Rodgers got his revenge game last week after losing to the Packers the week before. And then I'm taking Philly on the road to beat Green Bay. There's something wrong in Green Bay, and I don't know what it is, but they're going to lose at home to Philly.
I took Pittsburgh and Green Bay. So there were some differences.
Right. That's week 10. I'm right now overall 89-45. Gene's got a barely winning record right now.
I have 74-60.
All right. Next up, Thursday Night Football in week 11. Look at that. My Patriots at home throttling the Jets.
So the Jets.
You are unbelievable. I want to come across this counter right now and smack you. I really do. Washington at Miami, as I mentioned, they're a dumpster fire, but I think Miami's going to, I don't know how, but they're going to win that game. I don't know why. It's a morning game, and it's in...
Commanders, I'm taking Commanders.
I think that's the one in Madrid. Is that the one in Spain?
Spain, where it rains mainly on the plains.
You might be over there when there's an NFL game. You guys might be able to catch one. Weren't you in London the last time when there was a game?
No.
All right.
But we're just flying through.
Carolina at Atlanta. I'm going to take the Dirty Birds at home over Carolina. Tampa Bay at Buffalo. That game, playoff implications in week 11. I'm going to go Buffalo at home.
I'm taking Tampa.
Tampa Bay, I got them to lose 2 in a row here. I don't know. Jacksonville at home against the Chargers. Give me the Chargers on the road.
I'll take Jacksonville.
Chicago at Minnesota. I'm going to take Minnesota on that one.
Me too.
This one, I'll definitely take the Packers. Green Bay at the Giants. The Giants are kind of a dumpster fire.
Bengals.
Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers to win at home.
I'm not.
Houston at Tennessee. Give me Tennessee at home to beat Houston.
Yep, I took the Titans.
I'll go with San Fran against Arizona in the late game on week 11.
Always take Seattle.
I'm going to go Rams at home against Seattle. I'll take Baltimore at Cleveland.
Took the Ravens too, and I take the Chiefs.
I'm going to go. I'm going Denver. I'm going Denver at Mile High.
Good game.
And then Detroit at Philly. Give me Detroit. That's a weird upset game. And then Monday Night Football in Week 11 is Dallas at the Raiders.
Never take the Raiders, so I took Dallas.
I guess I got to take the stupid Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what I'm doing here, but that's Week 11. And then on to the last week. Gene will be back the following week, obviously. But in Week 12, kicks off on Thursday, November 20th.
Oh, I got everything on the left-hand side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Buffalo at Houston. You're taking Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big mistake there. Big mistake. Jets at Baltimore. That's obviously a Ravens win.
I took that one.
Pittsburgh at Chicago. Give me the Bears at home. Bears.
I took the Bears, too.
Patriots at the Bengals. I'm taking the Pats in that one, obviously.
You are Homer.
Lions.
Oh, my gosh. These are all on one side.
Lions at home against the G-Men. Give me the Packers at home against the Vikings.
Kansas City.
I got Kansas City at home against Indy.
Then I took the Seahawks.
I'm definitely on the Seahawks as well. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road to beat Arizona.
The Cardinals.
I'm going Vegas at home.
Browns.
I know you're taking the Browns. Give me Philly.
I took Philly, too.
At Dallas. I think Philly is set up for a win there.
The Saints.
Oh, I'm all over Atlanta to beat the Saints.
And then
I got Tampa Bay beating the Rams there. And then I'll take the 49ers to beat the Carolina Panthers on Monday Night Football.
The 49ers as well.
Obviously, we don't have any info on weeks 11 and 12 because we haven't even gotten through week 10
injury.
yet.
Somebody could lose the quarterback here. We don't even know.
But we got to make our Pigskin Picks in advance because somebody has to take a vacation in the middle of the NFL season.
He just it's the training and then the thing and then extend it.
How many years has he been with the company?
20.
Then what the hell does he need training for? Jesus Christ, doesn't he know everything already? God, training is so overrated.
Things are changing. Stuff's changing. I don't know.
Blah, 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 blah.
Conference. How about if it's that? I call it that, not training. Conference.
Yeah, you know what happens at conference? Nothing. All right, you go there and you hear buzzwords and guys trying to
think outside your box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Paradigm shift. Yeah, friggin' break. You had meetings on meetings on meetings. Shove your meetings right up your ass. How about when we do actual work? How about we do some work instead of meetings? How about that? Can we get some work done?
I'm pretty glad.
Well, you're going to be glad. You're not doing anything. You're going there to eat and drink and party it up. Pigskin Picks. I'm firmly in the lead, and I don't see that changing over the next 3 weeks, but I'll keep track of it while you're on the road, and I'll post updates on your Facebook page while you're trying to enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
Bring you
that.
back to earth every once in a while.
I appreciate that.
Bring you back to earth.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril.
Now that's just nasty.
Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
Hashtag Florida Man. 18-year-old Florida man named Jimmy Glover.
What's Jimmy doing?
Jimmy jumps.
What's Jimmy up
high.
to these days?
Jimmy had a good game. Jimmy's got some new shoes.
Jimmy
likes Elaine. Jimmy likes Elaine a lot. Jimmy had himself an issue on Halloween.
Was it?
Jimmy Glover, 18-year-old man in Florida, pulled over on Halloween after he left a Halloween costume party. Cops suspected that he was impaired, so they did a field sobriety test, and he, of course, failed. And he's underage, so he was arrested for DUI.
Yeah, sure.
Police releasing video of Jimmy's field sobriety test, and he is dressed up as a prison inmate for Halloween, which seems suitable.
I'm not that intoxicated.
In the caption, they said, quote, he decided to get behind the wheel intoxicated. Celebrate responsibly. They then joked, anybody dressed up as a cop could pull a shift with us. Rookies start at midnight. This guy.
He was all dressed for the party. He was.
All dressed up.
Yeah, he was.
Ready to go. Had his his inmate uniform on and didn't have to change into the inmate clothes when he got to jail.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. Lots of elections yesterday. Big one in New York, obviously. New York City. They're saying that people are going to be fleeing from New York, moving to Florida and Texas and all sorts of other places. We'll see what happens. Apparently in Kentucky, they got to work on teaching people there how voting actually works.
What do you mean?
Voter turnout stronger than expected yesterday in Kentucky, particularly since Kentucky wasn't holding any elections. Much like Wisconsin, there was nothing on the ballot, right? Nothing to vote for.
But people showed up to get their stickers?
Social media, however, in the Bluegrass state lit up with complaints from people showing up to vote and finding the doors at their polling places closed and locked. It got so bad in Kentucky that state officials had to come forward to try and calm people down. I kid you not. The Kentucky Secretary of State, Michael Adams, put out a statement saying, quote, We're getting calls about polls being closed. They are closed because we do not have elections today. Kentucky votes next year. You cannot vote today in Kentucky for the mayor of New York City or the governor of Virginia. Sorry. The people of Kentucky, many of them apparently thought
we're showing up to vote in other
that
states'
they could vote
elections.
for the mayor of New York City or the governor of Virginia. Yes. Some social media posts did seem to suggest that people thought some other states' elections were somehow nationwide, which, of course, is a major civics fail when you're talking about schools.
Okay.
One person,
you really have to be confused to think you're voting for someone else's
One
mayor.
person on social media joked, quote, if we had an election this year, there'd be signs absolutely everywhere. Get it together, folks.
You haven't seen any signs or ads or commercials
Let me
at all?
in. I want to vote on New York City. I can't let that dammy guy get in. I got to get him out. He's a socialist. He's a communist. Got to get him out. What do you mean I can't vote for New York City? It's America. They forgot about 9/11. Oh, my God. Kentucky, do better. We might need to get rid of Kentucky. Put those people on the ship. Get them to Mars.
So many that they had to make a statement.
Yes. It's not like five dudes named, in like an alleyway somewhere. We're talking about enough people that the Secretary of State had to issue an official statement.
We're not voting today. It's
right.
not, we're voting. It's
FYI, stop calling. The poll places are closed because we are not voting. There's nothing to vote for here. Now, if you claim dual citizenship in New York, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So there's that. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The UK.
Yeah.
England.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yes.
They are apparently going to be banning any and all types of pornography that features strangulation or suffocation. So if you like to get your choke on,
it won't be in Europe.
You're going to have to get a VPN or go to Spain or Italy.
Cross a border.
Go into a different country or something like that, because in the UK, no more choking.
I guess I maybe would have tried to choke it down.
Thanks, Grant.
Oh, no, Grant.
Thanks, Grant. Much like The Simpsons, who did away with Homer choking Bart several years ago, the UK is now banning choking porn.
Whoa, that's quite a grip.
See, Marge? Strangling the boy has paid off. Just kidding. I don't do that anymore. Times have changed.
Porn featuring strangulation or suffocation, often referred to as choking, is going to be criminalized, with a legal requirement placed on tech platforms to prevent UK users from seeing such material. Possessing or publishing pornography featuring choking will become a criminal offense under amendments to the Crime and Policing Bill that was tabled in Parliament earlier this week. They don't want to encourage that type of behavior. Choking ban
internet's
comes.
a vast place. They'll find it somewhere.
It comes after a recommendation from a government review into porn, which found it had contributed to establishing strangulation as a sexual norm. So if you live in the UK and you like that kind of stuff, you may want to buy some.
You're just going to have to find it on a different
DVDs.
website. Yeah, I'll find it somewhere else.
Yeah, you're going to have to go to an estate auction or something and find that stuff there. Last but not least, funny video. I don't know if you've seen it. See the bear that got stuck in a car in Colorado?
No.
Sheriff's deputies in Colorado resolved a barricade situation. The suspect barricading itself in this vehicle. A very large bear found its way into a resident's vehicle and became trapped inside, and he was not very happy about it.
Very large bear in the front seat. Oh, yeah, he looks pissed. So we can tie some paracord to the door, and then we can get back and we can pull it open. Yogi, calm down. Hit it. Come on, Yogi. Auto car. You're fine. You can buff that out. It'll buff out. You guys are totally fine. I think what's more impressive is that he opened it and then proceeded to close it behind him.
Yes. Yeah. Yogi has been released from the vehicle.
Very funny video with some comedic music in the background as the deputies try to figure out what the hell to do. The bear in the car, not very happy, thrashing about, ripping the headliner off of the roof of the vehicle, clawing up the seats.
I want out.
Wants to get out, but can't figure out these damn bear claws. How am I going to open up the door?
I don't have the...
Somehow managed to close the door, or it closed behind him, and now he's stuck in the vehicle. So they don't obviously want to be there when the bear exits the vehicle, right? Because that could be dangerous for them. But they want to just open the door and let him go about his business. So they figure out a way to hook some kind of like rope to the door handle.
So they can be a little ways away when they open it.
Pull the door open, which is what they did. And then the bear saunters off into the woods.
The bears can smell the menstruation.
Did a little bit of damage to the vehicle, though.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'd say a little bit. A little bit of damage there.
Buff that out.
I don't know. You might have a Seinfeld situation when the B is supposed to stay with the O or the O is supposed to stay with the B.
Got bears.
Yeah, and maybe have that bear smell in your car for a while. Rolling down the highway with the windows open.
I shooed the bear away. I told him he was a naughty bear.
A little bit of upholstery damage, too.
Yeah, you might want to get that thing detailed. The barricade. Got to say happy birthday. My guy Gunny, my boy Heath, the Gunny, wanted me to do a quick birthday shout out to his grandma, Annie Olson. Grandma Annie turns 100 years old today. She's originally British. World War II bride, lived in the U.S. since she was 18. Amazing story, still healthy, kicking ass, taking names. Yeah, those old 100-year-old broads.
100.
Yeah, like your mom. They don't stop. TikTok don't stop. You can't stop them.
100 years old. That is a hell of a celebration.
She sounds like a badass.
It does.
Happy birthday to Grandma Annie Olson, turning 100 years old today. Very cool.
I can get behind that. Congratulations.
Easy there, you freak.
Get behind that.
If I had said it, it's a whole different story. Seems over here talking about getting behind
100
Pete's
years
grandma.
old? That's amazing.
Make it easy on the old gal, all right? You can't come up from behind him like that. Ugh.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Hit up rockmornings.com for our daily podcast. You can listen to the show live on the website. You can also find all of our contact info at rockmornings.com.
Haven't downloaded the app? I think those are super easy. You get the 95.7 The Rock one or the 92.9 The X app. And then on the bottom, you can play along with win stuff, whatever we're giving away. You can submit photos and voices or voicemails and be in contact.
Got a text from your guy, Smoking Joe. Made it safely back to Wyoming after his brief visit to Wisconsin a few weeks back.
Say?
Said, have a wonderful vacation, Gene.
Oh, Joe, thank you.
We have got to work it out with him to tell that story.
He has some interesting stories.
An incredible story.
That guy has some interesting stories.
Got a text from Tuck, who sent in a video of James Hetfield performing Baby Hold On and an emotional tribute to his friend Eddie Money from a few weeks ago. Thank you very much, Tuck. Appreciate that. Said it was pretty awesome. Cheryl texted in, and he said, use the WhatsApp for your trip. Works great for out-of-country calls.
I knew that.
Do you have the WhatsApp?
I do.
All right.
I got, because Carl.
That's right, our
told
buddy
me to
Carl
get that.
in the UK.
So he said, make sure you have that.
Got a text from Barry Manilow, or from Michelle Brand, who said Barry Manilow when we were talking about the State Farm jingle and the Band-Aid jingle.
That?
She apparently knew that, or Googled it fast enough to respond to us. Jason said, hey, morning crew, Jason here. I'm part ginger, so I can be out in the sun for longer periods of time, unlike a true ginger. I like to consider myself a day walker. LOL. Also, did you know it takes more sedative to put a ginger under and doesn't last as long? Ginger skin is tougher than a regular person's skin, so it's harder to get blood or stick a needle in you. I did know about the anesthesia thing because I had an issue with that when I went in for my first surgery. when my colon resection happened, I came out of the anesthesia really bad and punched the surgeon, actually. And then in my second operation, when I had my appendix out, I let them know that I struggled mightily with the sedative. And I said, hey, can we make it more like a movie where I kind of wake up in the hotel room and the birds are chirping and the songs are playing and it's real nice? Like I just woke up from a nice nap instead of the whole violent in a hallway cold and vomity thing where I punched the surgeon.
They said, we'll see what we can do.
They took care of me.
Yeah, they made sure that happened. Yeah. I also this morning, because it's Redhead Appreciation Day, and we were talking about how it's like 2% of the world's population and that the combination of red hair and blue eyes is super, super rare. Also, genetically speaking, most or more redheads are left-handed than right-handed.
Doc, who is married to a redhead that he calls Red, said, yes, I'm listening. I swear I know 1.9% of those redheads. John's got 2 in his crew, Taryn and Crystal. Had a lot of people messaging about the moon water lady.
I bet.
Travis said, holy crap, I feel bad for those kids. Jacob, texting in about the moon water lady, said, sending the moon water lady out into space would fix 2 problems. 1, we'd be rid of her, and 2, an alien would find her and realize our planet's not worth invading.
She just likes to put her water out under the magic of the moon.
Also, somebody texted in and said, WTF is artisanal frozen water, and I said it's a really easy way to get $9 from morons.
Ice, I think they call it, don't they? It's just ice.
My kids like their water shaken. Oh my God, that got me. So horrible. Thank you for all of the correspondence. Appreciate it. Very good to hear from you. Happy birthday once again to Grandma Annie. Grandma Annie Olson turning 100 years old today.
Happy birthday to you.
Have a great rest of your hump day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.